straight, show face. I pop out in the city. Up in her face. I hold you, I need you right now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. My body in the city. I pop out in the city. All my niggas are riding, some of them are riding. I been with money riding, she money riding on my side. Yeah. Uh. Faithful, nah, cause I showed you that life that you learned. You all up, give me face right now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city. This is shout out to Yeet, dog. Shout out to Yeet, dog. Streaming at 10 a.m. in the morning. Yo, what's good, Dolly Bear? Whew. Haven't streamed in like what, 3 weeks? 2, 3 weeks, bro. Bro, I was dead ass. I was supposed to stream for the Hashirama video, but like that shit fell through. Yeah, I had to be somewhere. I did. I had to get ready and then leave to go back home. It was like I was on campus, so then like I had to leave, go back home, and then when I got back home, there was a hurricane. It was a hurricane, so I decided to just stay home. So I wasn't at my preferred setup, and then the power went out, and then the power and the service went out, and then and then that's pretty much it, bro. If you could rewrite Naruto arcs, which one you choosing? Five Kage Summit, like Five Kage Summit. I'm rewriting that shit. I'm not sacrificing Sakura's character for that bullshit. Genuinely, I'm not, bro. Like if you know me, you know that I mess with Sakura heavy, and like I'm if I was there, I would have told Kishimoto to like, bro, just spare my goat. Don't do this shit. Just stop with the confession shit. Just scrap that shit. Although I kind of like it because I like the drama. I like the moral dilemma, but like it was not worth it for the amount of slander my goat got. So I would dead ass just scrap that as part of it. I'd also in the war arc I would have extended it. I know that he possibly couldn't have extended it past that point because like time constraint. Shonen Jump was on his ass. So I think I would have extended it. I would have extended the Madara fight. I'd show Naruto and Sasuke beating that nigga's ass, and then you know, and then we'll go on into the Kage shit. I think the Kage shit is fine. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really. There isn't much I would change. You know, like I would have extended some parts. That's really I would have given time to flesh out more shit. Cause the problem that Naruto like has that like always had is that there wasn't enough time to do stuff because the editors are like, yeah, we gotta wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Go on, move on to the next point. Yeah, more time with certain Edos like Kimimaru would have been nice. Like, the thing is, like, although we say that, niggas don't like, niggas did not like the first half of the war. Let's be honest. Look, and it's one of the things with Naruto fans is like Naruto fans, fillers for all exactly. Naruto fans will complain and be like, "Well, we didn't get enough of these characters. We didn't get enough of these characters." But when they do get them, they hate it, and they say that it's boring. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's this middle ground between the editors and the niggas who are like marketing this shit and the fans, where although the fans' opinions are like valid and like they should be taken into account, realistically, the fans don't know what they want. Like, they don't know what they want because they'll say they want something. Like, they say they want something and then they get it and then they complain and then they'll forget that they got what they got and then complain that they didn't get it. It's the same thing with the the Konoha 11, where yeah, first part of the war arc was all about side characters from the Florida village and nobody liked it. Exactly. Like, people complain about the Konoha 11, and like the Konoha 11 literally was the focal point for the first for most of the war. Like, the first day of the war is literally side characters. The Konoha 11, all of them popping off and doing some crazy shit. The Choji pulled out his butterfly form and fought the ghetto statue. Um, pulled out some double mind transfer shit on two Zetsus, and they fought Asuma. They what did they do again? We gonna okay, what is wrong with you, big fella? Yo, what's good, bro? She casted mind transfer on a Jinjuriki. She casted mind transfer on a Jinjuriki and used it to beat a Jinjuriki. We had Darui doing stuff. Obviously Shikamaru was doing stuff and doing like plays and stuff. Name Suna, they call me the Sun. Nice to meet you. What's good, Suna? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was so much stuff that the side characters were doing in the first part of the arc, and everyone hates it. That's what I'm saying, right, bro? Naruto fans don't know what they want. They do not. That's why I don't even listen to what they say, bro. Because I listen to what they do and how they interact with this stuff. I don't care about what they say. Also, I'm in class right now, so I can't hear anyone, but I'm still showing up to pay respects. I appreciate that, bro. Let me send but like, yeah, Naruto fans don't know what they want. It's the same thing with like extra information. Like, when we get like expository information on stuff, whenever we even Lee was doing things in the war against Edo bomb fights. Yeah, he intercepted Haku. Yo, what's good, stressing? He intercepted Haku. He kicked Madara in half. He threw a kunai. Bro, he threw a kunai so fast that it flew in between Madara's TSOs and 8th Gate guy. What are we talking about? Like, Lee was doing shit, and there was doing all kinds of crazy shit in the war. And even Ino, bro, people talking about the Konoha 11 is wasted. Ino did one of the greatest feats in the series. She mind transferred the 10 tails. Nigga, y'all not understanding, bro. She mind transferred the 10 tails and stopped it from blowing up Naruto and Kakashi and them. Because remember, the Ten Tails was charging up a Bijou bomb and was gonna wipe out Naruto because Naruto was depowered. He was gonna wipe out Naruto, Kakashi, and them. And she popped in. Obito still very impressive. What's semantics? Potato. Doesn't care. I'm still gonna glaze it. She transferred. She mind controlled it, and then she basically made it change trajectory. If she didn't do that, then there would be no war. Everyone's just dead, you know. Then she does it again to save Choji. Like, she's actually cracked. Like, she did some crack shit. Hinata didn't do shit though. Hinata was out here spamming Gentle Fist on a single Ten Tails fission. What are you talking about? She was out here spamming that shit, bro. That shit, I was so pissed off. What, girl? You and she was amped by Ninetales chocolate. Girl, if you don't one shot that stupid ass clone, one shot that shit. Out here freaking spamming like 50 attacks on that one little ass shit. Everyone else is taking them out in droves, and you're just there, just tapping them up with some freaking pillow shots. Come on, man. NC Hammer is the man pushing Conan wasted. It's everybody, bro. Do you think the fans are getting worse in media literature? I think you mean literacy. Itachi somehow wins every bro. Bro, I was thinking about it. Is Mud Release canon? It's in the Akatsuki novel, so it has to be. It depends. Look, I think the canonicity of the novels are a bit dubious. If you think they're canon, then it would just be canon. But it's anime only in the manga. It's in the. I think sure it's Mud Release. Wait, Mud. It's so weird because like Mud Release. Mud Release is something was done by Hiruzen in his fight against the Hedo Kage. You know what I'm saying? But there are also shit like the Mud Walls. I don't know. It's weird. You think we'll ever know what was in Shikaku's stash? Nigga, that shit. Bro. Bro, that was some limited edition Play Ninja magazines, bro. It's directly his writing. Novels are written by Kishimoto, so I guess yeah, they aren't written by Kishimoto. They're written by authors, but it has Kishimoto's name because Kishimoto owns Naruto. Copy of Makeup Paradise. Probably had one of those Jiraiya novels. That's crazy. But let me go back to what do you think fans are getting worse? Media literature somehow Itachi wins every. Oh, yeah, about that, I was thinking about it like literally just a while ago, because like I made a tweet. Um, I made a tweet essentially like showing. Let me see if I can find it. I made a tweet basically saying about like Sasuke's like Sasuke's plan for the world. And like his plan is dead ass just fascism. Let me read exactly what he says. He says, "And I myself will deal with everything personally. I will handle all of the shinobi problems. I shall also dispense all judgment and punishment." If that isn't some if that isn't some masked man type not masked man, some mustache man type shit, I don't know what it is. Benevolent dictatorship. This nigga said, "I will dispense all judgment and punishment." And niggas is like, yeah, he's totally justified. No. 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 What are you talking about, bro? Like, look, you can feel bad for him in his circumstance, but that is not a cool thing. Like, no, let's not do this, please. Bit weird. It's water plus earth, but that's already wood style, so it's mud style existence even possible. I think it's like there is this like sentiment where there can be multiple Keke Genkai for the same two elements. It's just the matter in which you mold the chakra. So it's just like, you know, so the mud release would just be a different form of like earth and water, I should say. Some One Piece fans told me Naruto is a government puppet for stopping Sasuke's revolution. So Naruto is a government puppet for stopping a Nazi. W. Dollar store Pain ideology. This is not even Pain's ideology. Pain wasn't even trying to do that shit. Pain was not trying to give judgment and punishment. He was just trying to be a big bad guy so the whole world will turn against him. He wasn't trying to dispense. Yeah. I actually wanted to like record. I was trying to see how it would be like if I record a video, because I have a video, I have some audio that I have, bro. I have audio that I have to record, and I have a video that I have to edit today. I have to get it done today because today's when Thursday. I have to get it done because I have to upload it on Friday, because I'm probably gonna have to go somewhere tomorrow or go somewhere Saturday. I'm not sure. Like, y'all want to see a behind the scenes? Yeah, let me know if y'all want to see a behind the scenes. But I don't understand how people be getting ads on this shit. Alelele, alelas. Alelele, alelas. Like, yeah. But y'all, how y'all day been, bro? I haven't ate breakfast. Just woke up. I was up last night writing the script. What's the worst scaling take you heard recently, or just a big misconception you wish to be cleared up? Um, Toby Rama blitzing Jubito. What kind of crazy ass shit is that? Niggas genuinely believed that Toby Rama blitzed Jubito. Miniature bitch with fire. Yeah, I appreciate that, camera. I message your videos, bro. Message your video. I message your videos, bro. Miniature videos. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I wanted to do a Minato because I think Minato's arsenal is just so like it's so designed to like win in 1v1s. You know? Like he doesn't have the highest amount of power, but he's just a situation where like if if you're fighting him, he's probably gonna win even if you're stronger than him. I think that's pretty cool because like Flying Horizon is pretty broken. If he tags you, you're basically dead. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't have durability to like stop a Rasengan. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't have ceiling resistance. It's like, what's the word? I blame Noodles for that one, bro. Niggas genuinely believe. Look, think about this shit. Niggas genuinely believe that Toby Rama, like y'all with me, y'all with me. Like I don't want y'all to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be lost. Niggas believe that Toby Rama was fast enough that mid attack, because remember when Jubito like dashed in front of him, they believe that Toby Rama went around all of Jubito's body, blitzed around his body mid attack, and slapped a bunch of paper bombs on him. And that's not even the worst part. Then he went back in place to get his body blown up. For what? Bro, this thing, bro. It actually like it breaks me up every single time. If he did actually do that to me, that's just an anti-fee for Jubito. Well, like if it's an anti-fee for Jubito, then we wouldn't even be having a problem. He would be like multiple. He'd be like a blitz tier above Jubito. We wouldn't have we wouldn't even be struggling. You know what I'm saying? We just have Toby Rama out here blitzing this nigga, but we don't see that. He does that one time, and the rest they're cowering in fear because this nigga is gonna kill them. Why nobody brings up the fact that Hashirama Wood Clone had to keep Jubito in place for Tobirama to use paper bombs. Oh, you're talking about when he grabbed them? No, I'm talking about before that. I'm pretty sure that's after. It's like after the clone got like blown up. then the wood like extruded from it and grabbed him for him to pull out the freaking tandem paper bombs out of his chest and place them on him. You know what I'm saying? The bleach that people talk about is in the attack. So like it's either during the attack that Jubito, the first dash that he does where he blasts through them, or like before. Do you believe that Tanzo is a scapegoat for the Leafs mistake and is generally a bad villain? Um he's not really. Look, I've said this a lot of times, but the Leaf is not an entity. Like the Leaf is not an entity, and the only way you'd call it like an entity is if you're just referring to the Hokage. Am I lagging? What the hell? Well, are we back? What? Where we drop? Oh my god, we just glitched. You oh bro, I don't know what happened, bro. It just dropped for no reason. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me I got the staples. Let me recheck. Yeah, exactly. What's your favorite arc in Naruto? Mine is the war arc. Mine is the war arc as well. Background animation stutter but clear. Okay, let me go back to this question. Do you believe Danzo is a scapegoat for Leafs mistakes in general, a bad villain? Okay, I believe. I don't think that the Leaf is an entity. Like I don't like when people refer to it as an entity because it isn't. The political system. It's too rudimentary for that. The reason why we can talk about like countries nowadays, like entities, something like England did this, and like the USA did this, is because these have robust government systems. So like you'd have the president, the different departments and whatnot, and those have their influences. They have their different budgets, and they have different, what to say, systems in place, as well as having an army. You know what I'm saying? In the case of the Leaf Village, that's just not really a thing. Remember, the only the political structure of the Leaf Village is just the Hokage and his two advisors. And the two advisors don't really have power. They're just there to advise or like say the will of the daimyo. So like there is no the Leafs mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's individual people's mistakes because the Leaf is just the group of people, a group of like settlement, just a settlement of people. You can't really say the Leaf because if you say the Leaf, then it would just include everyone in the village, and everyone in the village is not to be blamed for shit. What? I should be back. I should be back. I should be back. My it just glitched out. Why is it dropping frames? Is something wrong with the Wi-Fi, or am I tripping? Can y'all hear me? Like I'm asking, like, can y'all hear me? Um, what are your thoughts on Hinata stepping in to try and help Naruto deal in pain? Was it unnecessary? Um, Wait, can y'all hear me? I need to know if y'all are hearing me. Just like type one in chat. Type one in chat. Yes, you can hear me, bro. I have no idea what just happened. My connection just dropped, bro. Oh my, bro, that shit scared the shit out of me. It just, and then it started doing something called an auto stop. Something is either something wrong with OBS or something's wrong with the Wi-Fi. But the Wi-Fi, the signal was still high. Oh, I, I don't know. Back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, let me finish up the point for Wish Pennygrass. Um, I don't think that Donzo is a scapegoat for the Leaf's mistakes because I don't think the Leaf makes mistakes because don't think the Leaf is an entity. I don't think it's not robust enough to be called an entity. It's just a settlement of people. So I think any mistake that's done by the Leaf is just done by a singular person. So then when you look at like the things that happened in the Rain Village and whatnot, that's not really the Leaf's fault because the point because the Leaf doesn't go to war itself. The Leaf goes to war or like whatever in response to the Land of Fire because again they act as the Land of Fire's military. So it's not really the Leafs doing it. The land of Fire and the land of Earth, land of Stone is the land of I don't know, land of Earth. I don't know. Like they're having beef, so they send their armies to fight each other, and then the Rain Village got hit in the process, and then you have Donzo on his own going in there with making deals with Hanzo and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, and when you look at the Uchiha clan, that's not the village's fault. That's Donzo's fault. That's Donzo and like Hiruzen's fault. So like, you can't really blame the village. It's individual people's problem. It's not robust enough to be called like a system. It's just one person. It's just Hiruzen and Donzo. Okay, let me go back. What was your thoughts on Hinata stepping in trying to help Naruto do the pain fight? Was it unnecessary? It's totally unnecessary. I hate it with a passion. Genuinely. Like I'm being 100% honest. I hate it with a passion because that didn't need to happen. And but look, even if she did do it, she did it in the worst way possible. Because guess what? People like to blame Sakura by saying, "Oh, Hinata went and fought pain, but Hinata just Hi, what we're talking about. We're talking about whether or not Hinata helping Naruto in the pain arc was useless or useless. Obviously we know that it Land of Earth and Land of Water. Yeah, thanks. So, but we're talking about we're not obviously we know that like coincidentally it helped. You know what I'm saying? But like it shouldn't have helped. That's just plot armor. But people like to say that all Hinata did was call for Naruto, while Hinata was the one that went and fought pain. But people don't understand the specifics of the situation. One, the Leaf Village is big as shit. The Leaf Village is at least 10 kilometers in radius. Has a radius of at least 10 kilometers. You know what I'm saying? So like the center, and remember, everyone else in the village is at the edge. Naruto and Pain are fighting in the center. So they're at least. Oh shit, it's lagging again. Is it back now? Why is it dropping? Why is it dropping frames? Okay, you're still hearing me? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if it's lagging, as long as y'all are hearing me, just tell me if you can't hear me or not. I'm not really playing anything on the screen. It's just my avatar. So if you can hear me, I think that's fine. So like, where was I again? Um. Oh yeah. So the Leaf Village is at least 20 kilometers in diameter, which means that you'd have a 10-kilometer distance between. And the reason I get the 20-kilometer shit is because we see the Leaf Village in comparison to the Forest of Death. The Forest of Death is like 10 kilometers in in radius based on like the statements from Anko. So like we so we know that the distance between the middle of the village and the edge of the village, you know what I'm saying, is 10 kilometers, right? Everyone in the village that survived the Chibaku, the Shinra Tensei, is at the edge of the village, which means that Naruto is 10 kilometers away from everyone else. I don't know who the hell has. I don't think Sakura or any other regular ninja can see 10 kilometers. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what's happening during the pain fight because it's 10 kilometers away. The only people who can see what's happening there are the Hyuga clan because they have the Byakugan. So the reason why Hinata knew that, remember, no one knew that Naruto got taken down. The only people who knew were the Hyuga clan members because the Hyuga clan members have Byakugans. So while Naruto was down, everyone was in the dark except for Hinata and her aide. And then I do think at least in the last, yeah. So like, and we literally see her see like several kilometers in the Itachi pursuit arc. So like Hinata sees that Naruto got taken down, and instead of informing everyone that's there, she went by herself. For what reason? I don't know. It pisses me off because guess what? If her goal was to retrieve Naruto, you know what I'm saying? If her goal was to retrieve Naruto, she could have told like Shikamaru and a couple people there, and then she could have still had her moment. She could have still had her moment, go there and confess her love or whatnot, and then they would have retrieved the other people that she brought with her, would have just retrieved Naruto's body. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the only sensible thing that you could do right there. But no, she went by herself for no reason. It genuinely pisses me off. And then people trying to glaze that shit. No, she did something stupid, and it happened to give fruit to a better situation. Like, she's lucky that Naruto gave in to hatred right there. You're talking as if it was a real person that should think before action. Kishimoto probably just wanted a reason to make Naruto Naruto's more, and Hinata was definitely the one to do it. Obviously, okay, okay, username. Come on, bro. Everything that we're talking about here is hypothetical. Like, you don't need to point out that what we're talking about is about fictional people. We know, but we're talking about it in the context of the universe. If we're not talking about it in the context of the universe, there's no use to having this discussion. I mean, what's the point of having any discussion? Hinata is a good example. Everyone definitely prefers the anime scene. Only a few things in the later part after the taijutsu scuffle could be issues with scaling and stuff, but taijutsu section is really good, expanding, cool, and keeping it more. I don't prefer the anime scene. Making Hinata do some crazy shit that she should not. The manga version of that shit is so funny. She got one tapped immediately. What's good, lazy? Bro, I'm hungry. I should probably go get something to eat. How long have I been live? I could not be live that long. No, it's just 30 minutes. I mean, showed you the life that you were. But yeah, I hate that scene with a passion. Especially when people try to clown on Sakura. So like all Sakura did was call for Naruto, but Hinata went and fought Pain. It's like, first of all, two different scenes. Second of all, Hinata was the only person that could go to Naruto because she's the only one who could see that Naruto was going down. And when she learned that information, shit, I just spazzed. When she learned that information, she didn't tell anybody, which would be the most sensical thing to do. Like, you prefer Hinata getting one tap rather than what happened in anime? Yes. Why the hell would I want to see someone? Why the hell would I want to see that stupid ass shit? That shit was so. I don't give a shit. Nigga, I do not give a rat's ass about Hinata. I don't give a shit. And like, it was so unnecessary and so corny and cringy, bro. Like, just Pain just one tap. I was dead ass. I was watching this shit. Like, Pain just one tap this girl and get this shit over with, bro. And it fucking pisses me off again, cause like, why the hell are you out here freaking? Even in the anime, what does she even do? Like, Pain one taps her too. She uses twin flaming dragons, whatever. And then there is this like fight. She's throwing hands. Pain weaves all of that shit. But then like, it's just this extra like shit. Bro, dog don't reveals right before Naruto too. I ain't trying to see no, bro. That shit. It's like seeing Madara take. It's like if I saw um like if I saw Madara beat up the five Kage, and then Konohamaru comes, and then he's swinging and Madara is just weaving him, and then he smacks him. I don't need to see that shit. That shit's just so unnecessary. Anything shouldn't stand up like this to Pain. Like, exactly, we don't want to see that shit. It's just so unnecessary. He got aura form. He got an aura form. This shit is more emotional in the anime. It makes it seem way better. I can't agree. Makes it more emotional. Making something more emotional for the sake of like, just like, just like, there's not even consistency. Just like, I don't like that shit, bro. People hate on her. Even believe for constantly saying Kurosaki-kun and Naruto was the main character. If Hinata was the main character, they would hate her for the sake. They do hate Hinata for that shit. I hate Hinata for that shit. I hate Hinata for that shit. That shit's dead ass annoying. I'm not. I almost did it. I'm not gonna lie. I almost did it, and I almost immortalized that shit. They could have had the budget. Could have saved that budget for using Hinata, but yeah, it didn't. Absolutely nobody thought Naruto was. Yeah. It's again, sorry. Look, I don't care for the scene. It's just unnecessary. Like, there's no need to add that shit. If you like it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And then no, and then you have her breaking Pain's rods. That's one of the things too. Like, she's out here breaking Pain's rods. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Why? Now you have niggas saying that. Now you have niggas saying that Hinata is relative to Sage Mode Naruto. You genuinely have niggas saying that Hinata is relative to Sage Mode Naruto because she broke Pain's rods. I'm. That shit just should have just stayed, bro. They should have did it exactly like in the manga. She walked up, got done up immediately. If she got one tap, the amount of brain rot back then would have been less, if not near none, bro. I mean, relatively based on the rods, but maybe the rods just aren't that durable. The only time we see Naruto break the rods is in Sage Mode. W streaming content, my guy. I appreciate that, Andre. Salvatore. You is your name Damon perhaps? Power skillers are stupid. Genuinely makes me enjoy a show less. Damn, nigga must hate me. I'm not a power scaler though. I am dropping a power scaling video, which I should be record, bro. I'm such a procrastinator. Let me whip that shit up. Y'all want to hear me record? Y'all actually want to hear me record some shit? Hey, I know this is off topic, but can do a Sasuke parents or dick since they made him have a lesser than Itachi. They made him have a lesser than Itachi mentality. Mhm. Wait, I'm stupid. I can't read. Hey, I know this is off topic, but can you do I'm sorry, bro. I can't I cannot read. Hey, I know this is off topic, but do you think Sasuke parents are dicks since they made him have a lesser than Itachi mentality? Oh yeah. Oh, you want me to do you want how I think about it? How I think about? Oh yeah, I think they are dicks for doing that shit. No, it's not. They're his parents. It's Fugaku. I do like your analysis videos more though. That's just me. Yeah, I like doing the analysis videos. I like talking about like the powers themselves. Um, instead of like comparing. But with some wait, um let me read this. At least the main characters like Naruto getting expansions, the anime making arguing about okay. Somewhere random side or back or showing up one time. Okay. I used to think particle and debating was one of the best ways to understand SCUs due to the knowledge you need to have to do so well. Then I spent more time in the community. Yeah, I think it's a good mix of both. Just strictly power scaling, I think you're a dork if you do that. If all you do and think about is just power scaling of a series, you're a dork. But if you're one of those people who are anti power scaling, you're also a dork. You're a self righteous dork, and I don't like you as well. I think both are valid. It really depends on the creator. It's just that some people you treat power scaling as a competition and will use whatever argument to win and clear point. Oh yeah, that's just it's not even that's not really even a power scaling thing. That's just a debate thing. Cause like it's just a ratty. It's just some people are just ratty and like you know. Let me Remy boys 17. Okay, just turn my fan off. Everyone is dorks agree. I'm pulling the script, bro. It's a collab with somebody. Yeah, I think it's dropping. This shit has to drop tomorrow. Cause like I don't know if I'm gonna be here. I don't want to be. I don't want to leave though. That's the thing. Am I the only person? Is it just an ADHD thing where like I don't like doing shit that's inconvenient. I hate it with a passion. Like I hate doing shit that's inconvenient. I don't like leaving my house for things that I don't care about and whatnot. I do care about the reason I'm leaving. I do care about, but like you know, my PC's lagging. My PC's lagging and shit. Uh, remember everyone is Doris Cap. Remember when Kakuzu was argued stronger than Pain, bro, bro. I went back and I watched some of those damn freaking them freaking that freaking parrot debate, bro. That shit's funny as shit. Bro, I love just like listening to I love like listening to debates cuz like sometimes the arguments are just so funny. You want to know a debate y'all should watch? I don't know if y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen Six's debate with Mello? That's genuinely the funniest debate I've ever read. I've ever seen or listened to. It's the raw durability. Like, uh, yeah, and back then we didn't know Almighty Push negated jutsu or that he can't move while using it. Almighty Push negating ninjutsu is one of the funniest things ever. Cause that implies that shit dead ass implies that if Kakashi opened up a Kamui portal, that nigga could blast that shit away with an almighty push. That, that's actually funny though. Did you see the 4 hour swag versus noodles debate on Itachi? Yes. It's just oh my god. The nigga it's so funny that Noodle's entire like claim to fame is just losing to swag twice. That shit's funny, bro. I think Swag and Six debating Sakura was funnier. You talking about when they were debating Sakura versus Jubidara or like Mata or whatnot? Um, does anyone know where to find the Mellow versus Six? I looked before, but all I could find is Voldemort reacting to it. You talking about Seth? Let me see. Okay, back, bro. I have no idea what is wrong, bro. This Bro, university Wi-Fi is genuinely terrible. I have no idea what's going on. Remy boy, 17 guy, yeah, yo, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop. Shout out to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap got that what? Yeah. I wonder MS if MS Jutsu count. It seems like 50-50, bro. It decides to work like that. It never does this, and it just decides to do it like that. I always assume it's because Almighty Push uses all five nature and thus his defense. Doodle says push both Kakazu being paid into him around beating so he might just have bad to eat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm making a Minato versus Tobarama. I'm trying to do some more power scaling though. I'm trying to do a bit more power scaling. I'm not gonna go into like all types of different matchups. You know what I'm saying? Just certain ones that I like, and I think are pretty interesting. I'll do, but like yeah, is that it? Is that it negates jutsu by pushing the back? I don't think it's the back or disintegrating jutsu per se. Yeah, I think that's just the likely interpretation. Okay, let me check my let me set up my recording shit. By the way, the topic is Kakashi versus Guy. It's a Kakashi versus Guy at every point in the series. But I want y'all opinion. I want y'all's opinions. Who do you got in shit. Who do y'all got in part one? Kakashi versus Guy in part one, minus the gates, because the guy doesn't use the gates. And like, I think it'd be unfair to say, okay, this guy just slapped the gates on guy in part one, and like he's now like friggin' war arc. He's relative to his war arc. So I think that's just an uninteresting matchup. Like, guy with all the feats and arsenal that he's shown in part one versus Kakashi with all the feats and what he's shown in part one. Who y'all got that? Remy boy. You got guy. You got guy beating based on what? the hell is part one guy done? No, that's just nah. I'm actually. Guy genuinely has no feats in part one, unless you give him the gates. Which again, this is why I said like without the gates, unless you give him the gates. If Guy doesn't go into the gates, probably Kakashi do the intelligence versus it. I think he pulls out some crazy shit versus Itachi with the parries and clones and deception and shit. Kakashi said to be the strongest shinobi, and while the rival implications are definitely still there, I think this the case where Guy is a lot worse in part one. Thank you, comrade. Thank you. Everyone give a round of applause to Cameron for being the smartest nigga in chat. Look what you did. Like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Like, is Guy has no scaling in part one. Genuinely, not saying it has to be five, but early part two Guy should beat Kakashi in part um Kickback Kisame. They've seen Kickback Kisame, and it did zero damage. It literally did no damage. He kicked Kisame and it didn't do anything. I don't know. Guy knows how to fight the Sharingan. What you want me to say? I love y'all, bro. I love y'all, bro, with a passion. Guy's probably blitzing with the gates, though. I'm saying, like, if with the obviously with the hypothetical gates, you can give him friggin' seventh gate. You know what I'm saying? And then he slams. Obviously, we're talking about their arsenal that they had. So like, Guy never uses the gates in part one, so I just wouldn't give him the gates. He kicks Jiraiya in the face, damaging him, meaning he's Sani level. Sani are stronger than Kakashi. Guy is objectively stronger than Kakashi. I'm doing what is known as capping. Kamran, okay, why are you saying why you saying it like that, bro? I didn't say it like that, bro. You're making this shit sound weird now. Cameron. Is it Cameron? Kamran. Bro, I'm Jamaican, bro. My pronunciation is gonna be, you know what I'm saying. Okay, let me bring this shit up. Remy boy, 17, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Okay, okay, okay. Let me. I wrote this script. I finished this script last night. Oh, yeah, look at it. It's pronounced white as shit, Cameron. Oh, it's Cameron. Cameron. Oh, it's like Cameron. Uh, like Cameron. Cameron. I like the name. I like cool, concise names. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? You did say. So like names like John the Maven. Yeah, I think that shit's ass. You know what I'm saying? Zelzy. It's gonna. You know what I'm saying? Andre Salvatore. Yeah, that shit's kind of ass. Didi is fire. Abdo. Nah, get that shit out of here. That shit's whack. Okay. Let me. Shit. I need my. Where's my freaking? Let me get my earphone. Oh shit. Am I really trying to diss Michael Jackson? Jackson. Why doesn't anyone bring up Kakashi? Other lightning variants in debates such as lightning clones, lightning beast, and cable, which are very useful. It's because I'm saying it's because usually in fights, cool. I'll be right back. I'll make another account so I can unsubscribe twice. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, bro. Well, the reason why people don't bring those up is because usually Kakashi is in fight where he's not really relative to the characters. He's either like way below or like way above, and at that point, If the person is like way above, then that those don't really matter because you just get outmatched in speed and AP. But if he's above and he outmatches them in speed and AP, then he just you know what I'm saying? He just hits them with a regular Raikiri and he just wins. You know what I'm saying? Okay, okay. Let me hear how I sound. Because sometimes my audacity shit resets. What's this? Is this the PFP thing? No, I don't care about that shit. No. What am I? I'm bro swimming. That boy swimming. Okay, let me see. Fa la 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 ha la ha la ha la ha la ha la 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 ha la ha la ha la la la. Alelele alelas. Alelele alelas. Ooh. Let me hear that shit. Alelele alelas. Alelele alelas. Ooh. Okay, that should be good. It's the strongest move fallacy or whatever. If you can't get their strongest ability to take out the character, then there's no point. Have you read JJK? So do you agree with Maki getting cooked by final Yuji? Um Yuji just has more abilities though. I think they're relative in speed and AP, but Yuji just has more abilities. If Maki has soul split, then Yuji might get cooked. But like I'm not even sure. I'm so bro. I haven't touched JJK scaling in like a year and a half. But I have Yuji though, because like he has soul. He can affect the soul. And he has cleave and shit now and whatnot. Another thing I had Another thing I had on my mind was Obito was trying to make friends with Datara. We know he didn't want to finish Madara's plans. I kind of thought part of this reason he paired with him is the bond. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good like interpretation. I like it. Sometimes when you argue strategy or hacks in relative fights, it's like you're arguing who gets to use the controller more. Exactly. You know, but like that's why you gotta look at like what they would do in character. Okay, let me start. Let me see if I can one take this intro. Oh my god, I'm stuffy as shit. Hope he doesn't mess with the recording. It probably will. Aside from Naruto and Sasuke, it's pretty unanimously agreed that the most iconic rivalry slash friendship duo in Naruto is Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, and the Leaf's handsome blue beast, my guy. Touted as some of the most dangerous men in the planet. Shit. And the Leaf's handsome blue beast, my guy. I wasn't close. I need to project my voice more. I didn't like the way how that was said. I am gonna edit in post. I am gonna put some post processing on that shit though. I'm trying to find the right volume. Uh, Aside from Naruto, it's pretty much unanimously agreed. Okay, I think that's like a good. Aside from Naruto and Sasuke, it's pretty much unanimously agreed that the most iconic rivalry slash friendship duo in Naruto is Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, and the Leaf's handsome blue beast, my guy. Touted as some of the most dangerous men on the planet, achieving the rank of elite jonin in the strongest nation in the world, these two shinobi are known for their ridiculous combat ability. However, the question still remains, who would win if they actually went all out? I want to take a look at Kakashi versus Guy specifically at every point in the series to see who would win. That's not what was said. That's oh my god, that's not what was said. Def not one take Drake. Yeah, I'm not doing this shit in one take. Especially take a look at Kakashi versus Guys. Yeah, this is most definitely not one take Drake. Uh, raw durability, Kakakakuzu mentioned. Okay. win if they actually went all out. I want to take a look at Kakashi versus Guy, specifically at every point in the series, to see who would come out on top and put the question to rest. But I'm not here alone. Today I have a very special guest with me here. Please. Very special guest with me here. What's up, everybody? Kap'nKat here. It is objectively true that Nagato beats your favorite character. Kishimoto still confirmed Nagato is our clearest king debate. All debates are not over. Type shit. Type shit. Let me. So I'll just leave some space because I'm doing a collab with somebody. Let me let that shit run for a bit. We'll be dividing this matchup into 5 sections, that being part 1, early Shippuden, the Pain Arc, War Arc, and DMS Kakashi versus Night Guy. This to me makes the most sense since there are What am I What am I The thing is, I'm reading the thing and I'm saying what is not there. I'm not saying Itachi wins, but it's still weird that Pain fans believe that Pain versus Itachi is not close. It's most definitely close. Cool, we got that on recording. I'm happy now. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Let me. She'll guess with me here. Mm, mm. Introduce yourself. Introduce. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. How I want to. How I want to. This video finna be gas. Yeah, it might be. Very special guest with me here. Why don't you go on introduce? Uh, 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 uh. I mean, we never did sheep. I do that all the time. Let me start. Okay. We'll be dividing this matchup into 5 sections, that being part 1, early Shippuden, Pain Arc, War Arc, and DMS Kakashi versus Night Guy. This to me makes the most sense since these are generally accepted as the most pivotal moments in the series, and I'm deadass not doing an arc by arc breakdown. We'll also be good. Okay, at least I got that part. Arc breakdown. Not doing an arc by arc breakdown. We'll also be giving them the arsenal that they've shown using at the. We'll also only be giving them the arsenal that they've shown. I did not word that correctly. We'll also only be giving them their arsenal. Oh my god. We'll also be. Shit. What am. This is what happens every time I record, bro. It's bulkier, but you might want to check out Reaper as an audio editing tool. It's a slightly longer learning curve, but more flexible with more tools. I don't need more tools, bro. My editing is like, bro. I have a system here that I have set up, bro. Like I got this shit fine tuned to a science. I dead ass can't button anything else. Versus Night Guy, and I'm dead ass not doing an arc by arc breakdown. We'll also only be giving them the arsenal that they've shown using. Oh my god, I'm actually arc by arc breakdown. We'll also only be giving them the arsenal that they've been shown. Oh, let me just add it to the script because I'm trying to freestyle the correction and it's just not working. You've shown. No, but it does. No, it's fine. I'm just reading incorrectly. This is a relatable, bro. Shit is pissing me off. We'll also only be giving them the arsenal that they've shown been shown that they've shown. I wonder if it's take so long to come out, even when bro. That's not even why it takes so long. Because recording usually takes like a couple, like an hour, or like 30 minutes, depending on what it is. Script writing is what takes the longest for me. Okay, okay. I got it now. We'll also only be giving them the arsenal that they've shown using at their respective points in the story, so we won't be doing stuff like giving part 1 guy a hypothetical 7th or 8th gate. Obviously, we know he has it in retrospect, but for the sake of keeping the video interesting, it just makes sense to give them the arsenal that they've used. But before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe. We're almost at 10K. That's it, and that's pretty much it. That's it for the intro. I'm gonna add like I'm gonna I'm gonna add like boost. I'm gonna boost the bass and treble of this shit. I'm gonna boost the bass and treble of this shit either way. So it doesn't really matter if the waveforms are like small if the recording is low. We'll also only let me cut out the silence. I don't think the silence is necessary. I think that's fine. Okay. The panel of Naruto you used for the thumbnail goes hard, by the way. Yeah, that's one of the gayest. That's one of the gayest panels in the series. I'm not gonna lie. I'm joking. I'm joking. People still believe Kono one shot the Naraka path and killed it. Shimhead despondently is crazy. Actually, we can't compare the path that got one shot to Itachi that won the compressor scarce to Big Bang. Not falling for the bait. Y'all are so funny, bro. I love y'all. Okay, let me start. Okay. When discussing the part 1 versions of these characters, it makes a lot more sense to start with Kakashi since he has the most combat encounters in lore. Kakashi has always been referred to as the top ninja in the Leaf, with the first databook essentially saying the exact same thing. The databook says that Kakashi seldom reveals his feelings, always aloof from this world, but he really is Kakashi of the Sharingan. Apart from that, he's Konoha's strongest ninja, who made his name known even in the other countries. However, Kakashi himself doesn't make a display of his true strength. He probably knows very well that displaying strength when it's not needed is meaningless. I'm gonna just stop that right there before I make a mistake. This obviously isn't completely accurate, as Hiruzen and Jiraiya or Konoha Shinobi, who are both stronger than Kakashi, at least at this point in the series. And if you don't believe me, base Orochimaru scared Kakashi so much that he envisioned his own death just be. If you don't believe me, no. Series. And if you don't believe me, Base Orochimaru scared Kakashi so much that he envisioned his own death just from being in his presence. It's then stated that you need a Sannin to beat another Sannin, so Jiraiya would just get upscaled off that by virtue of being another Sannin. Hiruzen is also able to fight relatively with Orochimaru to the point of literally crippling him, so it's safe to say that Kakashi is definitively below the Hokage and Sannin. But with that being the case, I think it's more likely that the statement is in reference to the Jonin population of the village, that being shinobi like Asuma, Kurenai, and even Guy. And even Guy. No. And this is backed up in the first. Uh, where am I? Where am I? Shit, I lost. I lost where I'm at. Okay, yeah, I found it. And this is backed up in the first fan book where Kakashi is specifically referred to as the top Jonin, not just Shinobi. As the way, what am I doing? And this is backed up in the first fan book where Kakashi is specifically referred to as the top Jonin, not just Shinobi. As to where he actually scales, he should be somewhere around Kabuto's level in base. We get two statements from both Orochimaru and Jiraiya saying that Kabuto is about as strong as Kakashi or no stronger than him, which should have some level of credibility. It's from two of the Sani and Orochimaru, who is literally Kabuto's mentor, and Jiraiya, who should have some knowledge about mentor, and Jiraiya, who should have some knowledge of his mentor, should have and Jiraiya, who should have extensive information about Kakashi, given both of their status in the Leaf. I do want to note, however, that although he should be around Kabuto's level, he is still superior to Kabuto, as the general atmosphere surrounding their encounter at the hospital is that Kakashi is the stronger of the two, so Kabuto has to resort to stuff like manipulating courses with the courses. Corpses. I think that's the two. So Kabuto has to resort. So this video is gonna be long as shit. Um so Kabuto has to resort to stuff like manipulating corpses with the art of dead souls to escape. Kakashi also says that at the rate that things are going, he'll be obsolete soon, in reference to Kabuto's talent, which implies that he still thinks he's above him to some degree. I wonder how Naruto guy and Kakashi would do against Sage Mode Kabuto. If it's DMS Kakashi slams him, Night Guy slams him. I mean, I don't see how would Night Guy slam him. He's like, isn't he like liquid manipulating corpses, manipulating corpses? Uh, let me let me just edit this thing real quick. I like to keep my minor pauses in there. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it feel a bit more natural. The leave. I do want to note, however, I like to keep my minor pauses in there because, like, it makes it seem more natural. I'm saying. Okay. Guy, and this is. I need to ask bro for like that fan book scan. Ooh, manipulating courses is funny though. Is that dirt? I see dirt on my monitor. Ugh. Ooh. Hokage Minato slams him Fukasaku. Hokage Minato slams him. Fukasaku slams him, ordering a Denny's Minato and boyfriend grand slam. His boyfriend. What's good, Smokey? Bro. If depending on how fast I edit this shit, I might edit not edit record this shit. I might record and edit on stream. Editing is gonna take a while though. I have all the and I'm editing someone else's parts. So this is the intro. Wait. Here we'll be dividing this. We'll be dividing this. If you think that you're tricky enough to just hide under the earth and beat him, would the white dragon jutsu hit before a might guy can land? Guy is, I think, multiple like blitz tiers above him. He should be like really, really like he should be way above him. I don't think he would be able to cast it. Yeah, I think he's faster than it as well because like we see it come out. I think guy just hits him, but like it wouldn't even matter because like isn't he made out of liquid though? Or like he has to do that consciously. I don't know. You ever think there are other elemental chakra cloaks like lightning style elemental chakra cloaks like lightning style chakra cloak? Wait, you're asking if there are other elemental chakra cloaks like the lightning style chakra cloak? Yeah, there's the lava style chakra cloak that Roshi uses. Yeah. Like if you lightning cloak I'm pretty sure like it's like the same thing. It's coding yourself in whatever you're talking about. And what did that thingy? Okay, where's my as to where he actually where's the of being another Sonian. This obviously isn't completely not needed is meaningless. This obviously isn't completely accurate, as here is an Jiraiya ends to start with Kakashi. Okay, where did I cut off? Third eighth gate. Obviously, we know he has it in retrospect, but for the sake of keeping. But before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe. We're almost at 10K. When this, let me put a little pause here. Put a little pause here. I want to add in. I want to slip an add in right here. So I'm gonna put a little pause right there. Roshi also has lava. There's a fire style one type shit. Okay, let me finish this stick. To some degree. Okay, to some degree. Okay, where? Okay. Things start to get different, however, when we start talking about his higher forms, such as shit. Things start to get different, however, when we start talking about his higher forms, such as his Sharingan and Raikiri. I'll go over the rest of his arsenal later, but these two things are the ones. Shit. Things start to get different. Things start to get different, however, when we start talking about his higher forms, such as his Sharingan and his Raikiri. I'll go over the rest of his arsenal later, but these two things are the only ones that directly affect his stats, so I'll cover them first. Kakashi with his Sharingan and Raikiri should be significantly faster than his base counterpart due to the increased visual acuity of the Sharingan and the speed boost given by the Raikiri. The 3-Tomoe Sharingan is shown to give a sort of precognition, allowing the user to anticipate the opponent's attacks and set their strikes up before the opponent's next move. This would make it so that the users are able to fight and even overpower people that they were only. This would make it so that the users are able to fight and even overpower people that they were only relative to or even weaker than in base, since it sort of gives the illusion of a higher speed. With this, he's able to keep up with and up. What am I doing? Ask myself what I'm doing every single day. Where am I? Okay. With this, he's able to keep up with and outmaneuver Zabuza multiple times during both of their encounters, as well as react to the water fang bullet offer With this, he's able to keep up with and outmaneuver Zabuza multiple times during both of their encounters, as well as react to the water fang bullet of a suppressed Itachi. His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost since he... Oh my god. His Raikiri... Oh my god, my nose is killing me. If the video sounds weird, just know that my nose is killing me. What's the last thing? Itachi, okay. His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost since... What am I saying? His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost due to the increased speed and piercing power that it offers. That is... What am I saying? Let me go back. His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost due to his increased speed and piercing power. Oh my god. I'm so ass. I'm genuinely so ass. Oh my god. Let me try this one more time. His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost due to the increased speed and piercing power that it offers that is so potent it exceeds the user's perception and cleaves through characters such as Haku, who should be above Haku. Okay. His Raikiri should also had a second layer of speed and damage boost since oh my god. His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost due to the increased speed and piercing power that it offers that is so potent it exceeds the user's perception and cleaves through characters such as Haku, who should be above Zabuza based on his own statements of inferiority. And to be clear, I'm not saying that Kakashi's Raikiri is faster than Haku, I'm specifically talking about its piercing capabilities. I'm specifically talking about its piercing capabilities. I'm specifically talking about. Okay. Oh my god. Kiri is faster than Haku. I'm specifically talking about its piercing capabilities. Yeah, that should be it. Wait, what does the Rocky add a second layer of speed and damage boost? His Raikiri should also add a second layer of speed and damage boost due to the increased speed and piercing power that it offers that is so potent it exceeds the user's perception and cleaves through characters such as Haku, who should be above Zabuza based on his own statements of inferiority. And to be clear, I'm not saying that Kakashi's Raikiri is faster than Haku, I'm specifically talking about its piercing capabilities. Real, but to be honest, most Naruto characters have relative durability, so this shouldn't really matter. What? Why do? Why do you keep spamming that emoji, that emoji or what? That emoji, John? Why you keep doing that shit, bro? Stop doing that shit, bro. I'm watching you, bro. You should know that I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski. Always watching you. They've been using Audacity. Using Audacity. This is my bread and butter. I've been using this shit for like almost 3 years now. There definitely is a faster way of doing this shit. But I don't care. Okay. This leaves us with Kakashi being at most vaguely above Zabuza, which this leaves us with Kakashi being at most shit I'm not talking about. This leaves us with Kakashi being at most vaguely above Zabuza, which, as I'll get into a second, doesn't really get us anywhere. Guy doesn't really fight anybody significant in part 1, which makes it difficult to chain scale him as there is no real connective tissue, but we do know that at least in base, he should be relative to Kakashi. The first databook has an entry describing Guy as the village hidden leaf's most hot-blooded man, the taijutsu specialist that's acknowledged as Kakashi's rival. You know how the holes in font are made by certain people? This emoji is my hole. I'm that. Whoa, pause. what, what you talking about, bro? Let me play this back. This leaves us with Kakashi being at most vaguely above Zabuza, which, as I'll get into a second, doesn't really get us anywhere. Guy doesn't really fight anybody significant in part 1, which makes it difficult to chain scale him as there is no real connective tissue, but we do know that at least in base he should be relative to Kakashi. The first databook has an entry describing Guy as the village hot-blooded man, the taijutsu specialist. Yeah, I did not say that shit. The village hidden leaves. Yeah, I'm off one. In base, he should be relative to Kakashi. The first. Yeah, let me just split this here. Yeah, goodbye. The first databook has an entry describing Guy as the village hidden in the leaves most hot-blooded man, the taijutsu specialist that's acknowledged as Kakashi's rival. It then goes on to say that he overpowers the enemy with terrific strength and speed. You can catch a glimpse of his ability, which is comparable to Kakashi's. Okay. As for feats, we don't really get any outside of his entry into the Itachi confrontation where he kicks Kisame to protect Asuma and Kurenai, and the what As for feats, we don't really get any outside of his entry into the Itachi confrontation, where he kicks Kisame to protect Asuma and Kurenai. The kick did virtually zero damage, and the only thing we get from the interaction is a statement from Itachi saying not to underestimate him, which doesn't really mean anything since it doesn't actually quantify his speed or AP. Oh my god, look at Guy. He's such a kick and punch merchant. Like, get your jutsu up, nigga. Little taijutsu, nigga. Get your jutsu up. Get your ninjutsu up. Get your genjutsu up, bro. You punch and kick merchant. Truly quantify your speed or AP. This would just automatically put him below Kakashi, as he's stated to be below him and has no feats that suggest otherwise. Now, whether or not Kakashi. This would just automatically put him below Kakashi, as he's stated to be below him and has no feats that suggest otherwise. Now, whether or not Guy is relative to base or Sharingan Kakashi is pretty irrelevant in my opinion, since if he's only relative to base Kakashi, he just gets beat up by Sharingan Kakashi or one shot with a Raikiri. If it's the case that he's relative to Sharingan Kakashi, then he'd be below him via with a Raikiri. If it's We're gonna sing Can You Do Yoga by in this great when it's dark, in the dark, in me, in it, on it, mark, in me, mark. This planet when I start, in me. I remember them days they had no snakes. I remember them days they had no rest. You want respect, go get your ping. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Tashi or one shot with a Raikiri. If it's the case that he's relative to Sharingan Kakashi, then he'd still be below him via the statement, and Kakashi just has a better arsenal. Kakashi could trap him with his dogs like he did with Zabuza and hit him with the Raikiri. He could also use the Water Dragon Jutsu and Giant Waterfall Jutsu to wear him down and take the dub that way. Genjutsu, however, shouldn't really be a factor, however, due to Guy's fighting style that's specifically made to counter the Sharingan's Ocular Genjutsu. Ultimately, the You actually knew the lyrics mad respect. Ultimately, it's pretty much one-sided in Kakashi's favor, given the parameters set up for the match. But even if you were to give Guy the sixth gate, which I think is the most reasonable hypothetical gate you could give Guy, there is still a case to be made that Raikiri Kakashi would be relative to him, since War Art Kakashi is able to keep up with sixth gate Guy with the Raikiri and Sharingan, and since they are narratively established to be rivals, this could imply that it's the same case for Part 1. Obviously, this is purely conjecture, but it is still something to think about. I think that was good. Okay, so that should be good for part one. That's the part one section. Good enough for my story. Good enough, better than my already. Y'all want me to pretend as if I'm doing this shit off the dome. I'm just act like I'm doing this shit off the dome, bro. Let me just act like I'm doing this shit out the dome. When you like a pick and gun. When you like a shit. Shout out to Thug, bro. Okay. The pain arc is pretty uninteresting since Guy literally doesn't show up until the last couple chapters of the arc and doesn't do anything. So with all someone stacks just like Soldier. One of the someone stacks just like Soldier. Bro. What happened to bro? Y'all remember that nigga like I want to take a pic with Cardi B inside my cardigan. And the nigga he couldn't pronounce Subi. He pronounced the K in Subi jeans, bro. The Pain arc is pretty uninteresting since Guy literally doesn't show up until the last couple chapters of the arc and doesn't do anything, so all of his scaling should remain the same coming out of early Shippuden. Kakashi, on the other hand, gets a couple new feats in his fight against Pain. He's able to react to a kick from Tendo and was presumably gonna hit Tendo with a Raikiri before Tendo casted a Rinnegan Genjutsu on him, causing him to miss. Obviously, I'm not saying that Kakashi is faster than Tendo, as he's only able to create the situation via cornering him with the mud wall. You could also make the case that he could replicate the scenario and land it on someone who doesn't have ocular genjutsu or on Tendo without ocular genjutsu, but that's neither here nor there. Guy should still be faster and stronger than Guy in the sixth gate. However, Guy should still be faster and stronger than Kakashi in the sixth gate. However, depending on how fast Guy transforms, what am I talking about? Guy should still be faster and stronger than Kakashi in the sixth gate. However, depending on how fast Guy transforms, Kakashi could genuinely just snipe his head off using Kamui. Pain or Kakashi's proficiency with Kamui in the what wait, what did I just delete? Neither here nor there. Why didn't we bring a nine to assault the village? Because he would have had have nine. You did have a 10. Something is wrong with you, John. No. Guy should Guy should still be faster and stronger than Kakashi in the sixth gate. However, depending on how fast Guy transforms, Kakashi could genuinely just snipe his head off using Kamui. Banner Kakashi's profession with Kamui is one of the craziest progressions in the series. We see a fatigued, heavily injured Kakashi, Kamui a missile fired by the Astropath mid-air to save Choji, and also a tiny nail fired at him by the Divapath. He did have a Tendo. He did have a Tendo. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening to him. Y'all are not listening to him, bro. But now that I think about it, he probably doesn't even need to use such an intricate strategy. We see him Kamui away a pretty big explosion in the Kazekage rescue arc, which means that if Guy initially engages Kakashi in base, Kakashi could actually just Kamui. He could actually just Kamui in base. Kakashi could actually just Kamui away Guy's entire body and win the fight via BFR. He also Kamui's away two Susanoo arrows from Sasuke in the 5 Kage Summit arc, which I mentioned. I can't. Why did I write that? I hate when I write the shit like with proper improper grammar. Kakashi could actually just Kamui. Kakashi could actually just uh Kakashi could actually just Kamui away Guy's entire body and win the fight via BFR. He also Kamui's away two Susanoo arrows from Sasuke in the 5 Kage Summit arc, which I'll mention here since there isn't much more in the 5 Kage Summit arc. But I still think it 5 Kage Summit arc. But we didn't feel like soldier. A minute. So many stacks just like I'm a I'm a I'm a rich millionaire. Is it tougher than Nigerian hair? A milli. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Shout out to Wayne, bro. I love listening to Wayne rap. Wayne raps like the nigga version of Eminem. I don't know how that. I don't know how that should make sense. Wayne raps like the nigga version of Eminem. Y'all see, y'all understand what I'm saying, bro. Y'all understand what I'm saying. um, what's the last thing I said? Just there isn't much more in the Five Kage Summon arc. Just there isn't much more in the Five Kage Summon arc. Just still doesn't really give. Best review of Wayne ever. The Five Kage Summon arc. Where did um mhm, mm. It still, however, doesn't really, but, but it still doesn't really give us a definitive speed, however, just more evidence that Kakashi could use Kamui to get the job done. Ultimately, I think this matchup is gonna come down to how they approach the fight. Under normal circumstances, Guy should just win using the gates due to superior speed and AP, but if he doesn't go into the 6th gate, Kakashi could take the dub with a precise or large-scale Kamui. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with Kamui, but seen as though Kakashi... Eminem raps like the Tibetan version of oh my god. You're funny as shit, bro. You're funny as shit, John. However, Kakashi doesn't really start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though Kakashi knows what Guy is capable of, you could argue that why okay. I got messed up by my own spelling mistake. There you go. What's the last thing I said? Large scale Kamui. Okay. However, Kakashi doesn't start off. Okay. However, Kakashi doesn't really start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though he knows what's. Okay, I'm stuck. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though it got. Why am I read the words that are there? Please. I beg of you. I beg of you. Um. Okay. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though Kakashi knows what Guy is capable of, you could argue that he'd assess the. I know that one was on me. I genuinely just got tongue tied. That was a bit of alliteration, you know. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though Kakashi knows what Guy is capable of, you could argue that he'd assess the threat. Okay, I just. However, Kakashi also doesn't start off his fights with Kamui, but seeing as though Kakashi knows what Guy is capable of, you could argue that he'd assess the threat level and whip out Kamui immediately. This should also be the case for Guy, so in my opinion, it's a 50-50 split where whoever uses their trump card first wins. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wasn't too long. I'm making a lot more mistakes because I'm on stream. And that's and by the way, that's cope. That's genuine cope. That is some coperuni, some copium. Okay, this shit should almost but like if I went and got food and came back, would y'all stay? No, but I want to take a bath. I might want to take a bath as well. I didn't, but I did it. bro. I was so like locked in into writing the script last night that I forgot to shower last night. So I feel kind of dirty. Um, so I might just take a shower. But I want to get this thing done. I wanted to stream, but I want to get this thing done. Our first wins. Uh, okay, so now this is the last part. DMS Kakashi versus Night Guy. But so like the person that I'm doing the collab with, y'all should check him out. Y'all know when the video comes out, but he's pretty new. He's pretty new. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my good friends. I met him recently, but he's a really cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna I wanna help bro out, get some more traction out there, cause like he's a better power scaler than me. He in the bath while on stream usually works out well for me. You're doing better than I would recording on stream, to be fair. Wait, John, maybe you have a what you call it? You post on YouTube? Universal Naruto, low stress in the misunderstanding, pain versus Itachi, speed scaling Ross and Shuriken. Oh, you power scaling shit? Type shit, type shit, type shit. For you. Well, these are streams. While the planet. I like your thumbnail style. He looks cool. Um, yeah, he's usually bathtub mukbangs, but sometimes I do Naruto stuff. Most live stream these days. They should- Bro, I always recommend anybody like, look, if you have a passion for something and you want to talk about it, just make videos. Bro, I've become like a snake oil salesman for Naruto. For Naruto, not Naruto, YouTube. Like I'm dead ass kind of convince everybody to do YouTube. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let me finish this part now. Let me finish this part. I do I wanna I don't want to edit. I want to edit everything else. I don't want to consolidate all the different parts into one big audio file and then post process post process it at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me just finish recording the last part. I'm gonna just say this right. I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. DMS Kakashi slams 8th Gate Guy with minimal difficulty, and there really isn't an argument for Guy. People like to scale Guy to Jubidara, but this is disingenuous for two different reasons. For one, Guy was helplessly. Okay, that's not what I want to say. That's not what I want to say. Because, like, I think you could scale his, like, AP. Like, he can damage his AP above Guy's durability. But the thing is, like, with Naruto characters, durability is such an inconsistent thing. It's such a durability is such a weird thing. I think everyone in the same tier has like the same durability. So like I don't think like we know that Kaguya is like above Madara like definitively, but Madara should still be able to damage Kaguya. I don't think it's you know what I'm saying. Guy above, not two, above. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, look, let me finish it. I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. DMS Kakashi slams 8th Gate Guy with minimal difficulty, and there really isn't an argument for Guy. People like to scale Guy above Jubidara, but this is disingenuous. Kakashi, Minato, Gaara, and Lee, and would have died without them. The entire plan to fight Madara was for the other four to pave the way for Guy to land attacks, which is why we see Kakashi, with the help of Gaara, snipe a hole into help of Gaara snipe a hole in I think I found his channel. Found this channel because someone six I don't know was like Naruto scaling dead except for a few channels. Sage, Kap'nKat, Virtue, and something. You're one of the real ones. Oh, attacks, which is why we see Kakashi with the attacks, which is why we see Kakashi with the help pave the way for Guy to land attacks, which is why we see Kakashi with the help of Gara snipe a hole into. Shout out to Six, bro. Six, like I don't think I would be this far into YouTube without Six, cause like I met Six when I wasn't really doing Naruto content, you know. Oh, not Naruto content. I met Six when I wasn't doing YouTube. I wasn't doing YouTube. Like I was on TikTok. Cause I met him. I met him on TikTok. Cause like he started going on TikTok. I was like, oh, cause I'm pretty big on TikTok. I'm not that big. I'm like medium. I'm like I have 20K followers on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But my engagement was way higher than someone with 20K. Like I was getting like between 50 and 200,000 views a video. You know, sometimes going up to the millions. Yo, what's good, MF Core? I'm still here just doing some background stuff, type shit. I appreciate that, Zo. Appreciate you sticking around. You know what I'm saying? And then like he knew Lieben. Lieben is one of my best friends. So like he knew Lieben, and then I was like there. I was like, oh, that's how we met. We met on a live stream. I was like, yeah, this nigga cool. Cause like I've heard the name before, but I didn't really like know or really know of him. Cause I was, and then I found out like he was friends with Swag and like he did Naruto-con. I was like, oh, I checked him out. Like, his videos are really good. So I was like, oh. So then I checked out his live stream. I was in the live stream, and then he posted a link to a server. And then I joined the server. I was in the server, and then he was still going live, and I used to go live with him and Lieben, and and then we like yeah, we just be on live, we chopping it up, arguing, arguing with people and whatnot, and then like, you know what I'm saying, it just like that, and then you know, became friends. And that right now, that nigga, my boy, that nigga helped me out a lot. Shout out to Six, bro. Um, wait for Guy to land attacks, which is why we see. Oh, let me finish this thing. That's my, that's my dog. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Um, Guy to land attacks. You want to know one of my goals? One of my goals and dreams is for people to freaking archive my live streams, bro, and re-upload them, bro. The moment that people start re-uploading my live streams and like clipping my streams and re-uploading shit, yeah, I know that I want to say I made it, but like I made it though, bro. Tax. Pull guy to land. To land attacks. Which is why we see Kakashi, with the help of Gaara, snipe a hole into the back of Madara's TSO barrier, allowing Guy to enter and land his attacks. That sounds so elementary. It isn't. Who cares? By the time when I reach the end of my recordings, I just can't. Lee is also responsible for throwing the kunai in between Guy and Madara's TSOs, so Minato could teleport there and catch them before they hit him. The second reason is that Madara just didn't use any of his abilities against him. We know that Madara should have both his Susanoo, not both, against him. Why'd I put both there? Yeah, I'm almost finished. Almost finished with the recording. Let me thinking about whether or not I want to add the other person's audio into Audacity and then edit it there or edit it in Premiere. But things I wanna add no I want to normalize the volumes and shit. So I think I'm gonna add it into Audacity and add my own post processing to it. Use any of his abilities against him. Against him. Um. mm, mm, mm. mm. We know that Madara should have his Susanoo, Light Fang, Meteors, Limbo Clones, etc., and he just didn't use them because his goal wasn't to kill Guy, but rather to experience the power of the 8th gate. DMS Kakashi, however, is far beyond Jubidara. Kakashi is able to overwhelm and speed blitz a Kaguya who had gotten exponentially faster and stronger. That same Kaguya is stronger than her pre-buff self, which is significantly above Madara, which means that Kakashi should be at least 2 blitz levels above that guy at shit. The Kakashi should be at least 2 Madara, which means the Kakashi buff self, which buff self, um, pre-buff self, which is significantly above Madara, which means that Kakashi should be at least 2 blitz levels above Guy at this point. This is coupled with the fact that Kakashi is literally untouchable due to Kamui intangibility, and with the Kamui shurikens, there is just no argument for Guy surviving the fight. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my boy Bubbles. He makes amazing videos, so if you like my stuff, you'll probably like his too. Anyways, catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Do you hate hearing your own voice, or you're over that by now? I'm over that by now. Right now, I like hearing my own voice. Right now, I got an ego about my own voice. The only problem that I have with my own voice is like sometimes the mic quality is ass, so it makes my voice sound ass. But my voice sounds sexy as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll fondle my voice. I'll stroke that shit. Yeah, Kakashi's glow up with the DMS is crazy. Yeah, bro got so strong. My boy got so strong, bro. I gotta get to work, but W Street, I'm glad I caught you. Yeah, appreciate it, John. Appreciate you stopping by. This shit means a lot to me. This shit means a lot to me. Okay, is this the startup? Okay. I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. DMS Kakashi slams 8th gate guy with minimal difficulty, and they're really close. Okay, let me. There should be no more splits. The pain arc is pretty uninteresting since the pain arc is pretty un. Let me pull this down. The pain arc is pretty uninteresting since Guy literally doesn't show up. Okay, let me zoom this shit out. I wanna split clip. Um, all through the bells, all thinking about all you just say, all to the way. Arc, which means that if Guy initially engages Kakashi in base, Kakashi could first wins. I'm gonna split the clip. I gotta rewatch Naruto, man. I if it, this is a hot take. I don't like the Naruto anime. I just don't like it. Like people talk about the Naruto anime, I'm like, bro. Uh, okay, right here. Okay, let me consolidate the things. I might come back later to continue editing if you'd like. But after I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna end stream in a bit. I need you right now. Need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city. But you ever like brush your teeth and then drink water, and that shit is like uber cold, bro. Who can VC him? It looks so weird. Oh my god. It has nothing. I think it becomes a colder take the longer it goes on. It has nothing. It has nothing but moments that are starting to become nostalgia. But the Naruto anime is being a good thing. Not being a good thing of the manga's just clip. Yo, hi Crystal. Hi Crystal. I'm sorry. I didn't catch you. I did ignore you. Like recent anime have usually good consistent animation than the big fight that looks 8K. Yeah, this thing's like I'm a manga purist. I don't hate anime. Honestly, I don't hate anime. I hate when an anime. You know what I'm saying? I hate when an anime like it makes my series look bad. You know, but another anime would have nostalgic animation, and even when they go hard, it's not going to be as good. It's going to be inconsistent how they treat other top moments. Yeah, we need a. The things that I don't trust Studio Period to do a remake of Naruto because because look, the new compositing style that they have is so ugly. It's so disgusting. I hate it. Like if they kept the style, the style, I don't know if it's in the manga, if it's in the anime, but it was in one of the openings where like um Naruto is the five Kage versus Madara. That animation style and that compositing style, that art style, or like Guy versus not Guy, Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance when he first comes up, the all out war. If they did that style consistently throughout the series, it would be like way better. I hate the new like shiny kitty compositing style that they had for like the Naruto remake. It looks so disgusting. It looks so shiny and plastic. Like Naruto is a very gritty series. Like it should have that amount of grit. It should be muted. The colors should be muted. They should not be popping out like that. It should be muted. Like they need to tone down that shit and then up the frame count and like getting more talented staff because they have the influence to get a talented staff. And it pisses me off, bro. It genuinely pisses me off. Wait, let me. We'll be dividing this matchup into. Okay, let me go back up to the. Okay, where's the part where okay. Let JC staff. How good is JC staff? Wait, let me turn back. Oh, a fan. Ooh, cause this was getting hot and humid. Let me shut my phone. It's all about my baby, yeah, it's all about babe. And I don't know my baby, all I do is go crazy. My thing on I go, she did that. Do we gotta go to work, 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 work? I don't know who the hell are these niggas calling me. Bunch of random ass niggas. I have no. Bro, I hate when random ass niggas call me, bro. Like, no, I don't know you. Solution for abuse. Let me keep going. Lucky. I tried animating. It took me 1 hour for 2 frames. Bro, you just gotta keep going, bro. I mean, you're gonna keep going. Some of that my son. Y'all can clean this up. Do the waste of time, bro. I'm so tired of arguing with niggas on Twitter. Genuinely, I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so tired. I'm genuinely so tired. Let me put this at the front. La popina popina. La ballerina papuccina. La ballerina. Bro, I'm these Italian brain rot shit is getting to me, man. It's getting to me. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing it. But like, we're really close to, bro. Like, look. Y'all notice that we're really close to 10K? We're like really close to 10K, bro. Like, y'all can just, like, I'm just saying, man. We're really close to 10K. It would be pretty nice if y'all niggas just let me hit 10K. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. When you your life, man, keep going. That miniature vid went crazy. Yeah, bro, that shit went. Woo, that shit went. That shit at 100. She got 130K, bro. That shit did so good. Let me add, bro, intro. Just letting y'all know, bro. I don't ever, and I mean ever, re-listen my entire video. So just let you know that if there are mistakes in that shit, I wouldn't know. If there are mistakes in my video, like audio mistakes, I would not know because I do not re-listen the entire thing. I don't have the attention span for that. All right, bro. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it for the stream, bro. Catch y'all. I love y'all. I'll probably stream again later today, like while I'm editing. Like this video is gonna be long as shit. Love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bye.